No wonder he's Kota the Friend. This guy, who wouldn't want to be friends with him? Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Brews and Reviews. It's knowledge, and today I'm reviewing Kota the Friend and Statik Selektah's To Kill a Sunrise, and I am sipping on a Left Hand Brewing Company IPA. That is a 6.6%. Very summery beer coming in from Longmont, Colorado. So let's get into the summery vibes of this album. First off, I am running a contest. You could win Nas Illmatic. You could win Aesop Rock Spirit World Field Guide. Either one of those albums could be yours. All you got to do is subscribe to my channel. Send me a screenshot showing that you're subscribed, and I will do a drawing randomly in April to pick the winner. Then just respond quickly to that, and I will get you your vinyl. If not, then I'll draw the next winner, and they can respond and get the vinyl. Now on to Kota the Friend, and if you're still sleeping on Kota the Friend, then you must truly be an unhappy person, because his music is all about positivity and feeling good. Rather than his own beats this time, he is joined by the great veteran producer Statik Selektah, which means for this review, I'm going back to the well for two artists that are in my least watched reviews. I did Kota's album Everything, and I did Statik's album, both of which did not rank very highly on views across my channel, but I don't care. I'm going back to this even if no one watches it, because these are two really great artists, and I'm really excited about Kota's future. I gave Photo the best album of 2019 honors. His talent is undeniable, and the chemistry that he showed with Statik on the track last year, Welcome to the Game, which also featured another slept-on artist, Marlon Craft, but that track made me very excited to hear this full-length project between the two. And the title itself, along with the cover, shows you that it's going to be a very positive album about living in the moment. It's all about enjoying life, not wasting the days that we are given. And right on cue, we've got Wolves with the very first lines on the album summing up this idea. He says, "First quarter we attack in the basket. I'm living life in the moment 'cause it's ashes to ashes." And I kind of wondered going in how well the production would work, given that Kota sounds so good over his own beats, but Statik, as he always does, has tailored this perfectly to the artist that he's collaborating with. And from this very first track, Kota is inspiring me to meditate and live in the moment and take in all that life has to offer. Hate. On this up-tempo instrumental, Statik gives us an old school vibe and something to bounce to, complete with record scratches. And Kota shows his greatness because he comes in a way that you could see Q-Tip and Phife Dawg trading bars over a beat like this. And Kota actually calls out another deceased artist on this, MF Doom, when he mentions rhymes like dimes. And there's also a great GZA reference when he says dripping summer heat from June to June. He's on that every summer release tip a little more than GZA was, though, since it seemed like it was, 4 years between Liquid Swords and his follow-up to that? The Cold. On this track, Kota explains his whole lyrical philosophy and how he puts everything that he's got into his lyrics. He says, "I'm focusing past the physical, hear it and take it literal. Every syllable audible, hear it and see the visual. Wrote it like, yeah, I thought it, you spitting something despicable. Flowing shit is nautical, saving little for interviews." Saving little for interviews. He's putting it all on the line in his raps. And the lowly sung chorus just adds to the chill vibe. The Love is the next track, and we've got some juxtapositioning with these titles of opposites. We've got Hate, The Love, we've got Sunset, Sunrise on this. Don't think that they didn't do that intentionally. Statik's digging into even more the style of Tribe with another very jazzy rap-influenced beat. But lyrically, this might be a little more like early Common, as Kota's given us a lesson on love, just like the title suggests, but this is a little different. This is not the love for a woman or the opposite sex. This is almost defining the word of love. He says, love is patient, perseverance, consideration, deeper than appearances, quick to air out the imitation, bring out your power and pushing you past your limitations, taking you to your destiny and your liberation. Man, this is inspiring. Go Now has a little bit of a different vibe, bringing in Haile Supreme for the chorus, and this is the only feature on the entire album. And Haile was also featured on the track that Kota and Statik collaborated on Statik's project last year, Welcome to the Game. And this one is the love song for a girl, and Kota is writing her some very nice poetics over his one verse on this track, and the R&B vibes really add to the atmosphere of the subject matter, although Haile's vocals do sound a little bit off-key in places to me. What you saying? Kota proves that there is no one more positive or at peace as him. He's talking about a hater on this track, but is he talking shit? No. He's wishing this hater well, and he's wishing for them to have more happiness than they obviously have now, because he recognizes that haters are the ones that are most impacted by their own hate, not the one that they're hating, especially if it's Kota, because it doesn't faze him at all. He says, "It take a lot to hate me with everything that you are and everything that you have. I hope you get out the past, and maybe one day we could get together and laugh. And I can figure out why my being here make you so mad. I hope you getting your money. I hope your setting is sunny. Only intentional shade, veggies and fruit in your tummy." And this isn't a passing thought either. He goes on to wish that they will have people around them that truly love them. So Kota has obviously given some thought into the positive life that he wants people who hate him to live. What else can you say? No wonder he's Kota the Friend. This guy, who wouldn't want to be friends with him? Live and direct, more old school rap ambiance from Statik. Kota gives us more valuable lessons that he's learned from the past. I spent the better of a decade chasing dollars just to boast I was the #1 provider. I deprived my health and all the chances that I had to be a leader. Put my trust in other people. I said, nah, I do it by myself. He's hinted at this darker past at other points in his music, and it seems at some day before we knew him that he had an epiphany which changed his whole outlook on life. And thank goodness for listeners like us that we were able to experience this epiphany of positivity through the man that Kota the Friend is today. Dayglow. Kota's stretching his melodic abilities on this. He may be hitting the most difficult notes that we've ever heard him attempt on this chorus. And he's spitting about family and spending time with his girl and his kid, even talking about saving his stimulus check because he doesn't need things to be happy. Sunrise. Over one of the bassiest joints with a nicely flipped vocal sample, Kota spits, "I'm coming for it all, everything I saw before I came. Was a legend from a baby, put respect on my name. Not a slave, I'm the boss, never see me in no chains. My fire is eternal, ain't no limit to my range." Calling back to the baby incident where he said to Charlemagne, "Put respect on my name," later became a meme, respect. He further solidifies that he's not a slave to material things, talking about the chains. And then again, No Limit, bringing up another New Orleans music outfit that was very similar to the outfit that Baby started. And his whole second verse really shines. Don't know that I've ever heard a rapper thank the listener like this, with a whole second verse going long on his appreciation for us listening listening to his project. Sunset, it almost sounds like auto-tune on his voice on the chorus, and I'm not knocking that if it is. I just think it's really playing against type for Kota the Friend, maybe even for Statik for that matter. But maybe it's not auto-tune, it is slight, maybe just some effects that they laid on the vocals of this chorus thinking it needed a little something extra. Regardless, the lyrics on the verses add to the concepts that they began with and that he's been building throughout this entire project. Appreciation of life, love, and positivity. There is no other lyricist like Kota the Friend. Many rappers have been on a positive tip. Andre 3000, Common, but nobody has dedicated this much of their subject matter solely to positivity. At times, the lyrics would seem to get redundant and you may want him to switch topics, but it's not so much about what he's saying, but the vibe that listening to this music gives you. Plus, this is a lane that he's perfected and he can say the same thing in so many different and colorful ways. This project dropped the same day as Benny the Butcher, and I'm gonna make what seems like a paradoxical comparison between the two, and it is, in a way, they are a very different breed of MCs, but the comparison is that they both stick to the same subjects, but they both do that so well in their separate topics and make lyrics about the same thing while still making very interesting and distinct songs. Not many artists can do it that way. To Kill a Sunrise is highly recommended. Listen to this while you're watching the sunrise. Listen to this at the beach, or just listen to it while you're feeling down. It's sure enough to put you in a good mood. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of a 12 pack. And stop sleeping on Kota the Friend. Thank you for watching my review of To Kill a Sunrise. If you like this, go ahead and hit like now, hit me up in the comments, and subscribe to my channel. You can win a vinyl. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. I drop hip-hop and hops related content consistently, so until I see you next time, keep buzzing.